Hello guys and welcome back. In today's video we're gonna talk about my favorite hero, Alicia. So she was released recently, I think around 1 month ago or maybe a little bit more. So let's get started. So her basic is Cold-Blooded Strike. Deals 2 stages of 40% attack damage and 40% bleed damage each to a single enemy. Meanwhile, each stage has 40% chance to inflict 1 layer of bleed for 2 turns, which is pretty decent, I would say. Then we go to her first active skill, which is Merciless Blade. Deals 100% attack damage to all enemies, with a 40% chance to inflict 1 layer of bleed for 2 turns. Afterward, grants Self-Flying Blade for 1 turn, during which Merciless Blade will be upgraded to Deadly Blade. Deals 2 stages of 60% attack damage and 70% extra bleed damage each to all enemies. Meanwhile, increases the extra damage dealt by 10% for every layer of bleed they have up to 100%, which is good. But yeah, we will read the exclusives later. Then her passive skill is when Alicia is killed, Ice Hunter will appear and take her place to continue the battle, with 50% of self max HP, which is 40% of Alicia's max HP. Ice Hunter is immune to all buffs and debuffs. Meanwhile, at the end of Ice Hunter's third turn, Alicia will be revived with the same HP percentage as the Ice Hunters if Ice Hunter still survives. So this is pretty nice. So even if she dies, she needs to die one more time. So it can be useful. And then her ultimate, which is Bloodlust Chase, deals 3 stages of 80% attack damage and 80% bleed damage to a single enemy. Meanwhile, each stage has an 80% chance to inflict layer of bleed for 2 turns. Besides, extra effects take place based on number of bleed layers that the target has before each stage deals damage. If there are no less than 2 layers, this stage deals 40% more damage. If there are no less than 4 layers, there is a 50% chance to additionally inflict 1 layer after this stage successfully inflicts bleed, which is pretty much amazing. But again, she is the hero that needs exclusive. Without exclusive, she's not really that good. So let's see what her exclusives do. So exclusive level 1, Alicia acts for 1 turn extra. Alicia acts for 1 extra turn after Merciless Blade is cast. Deadly Blade deals 3 stages of damage and refreshes the duration of all enemies' bleed after the 3rd stage. So this is her first active skill. So she's gonna use this one to apply 1 layer of bleed to all enemies, and then she'll get extra turn to use Flying Blade that will do 3 stages of damage, and damage will increase up to 100%, depends how many layers of bleed the enemies have, which is huge for waves. Then exclusive level 2 increases the bleed damage dealt by Alicia by 15%. This is amazing one. And then Alicia now reappears at the end of Hunter's 2nd turn if Ice Hunter still survives, under which condition Alicia refreshes the CD of all of her skills and acts immediately for 1 turn. So if we're gonna go to the passive, here originally she's gonna come back after third turn, and now she's back after 2nd turn. And then again, if we switch skills, when she dies and Ice Hunter appears, there will be only basic attack that removes all buffs from single enemy. Afterward deals 200 of attack damage to them increases self-turn meter by 15%. So she will be gaining more turn meter. And then passive of Ice Hunter is that increases defense by 36% of self initial attack. So yeah. And then last exclusive, or rather third exclusive, is the biggest one. So reduces the layers required to trigger Bloodlust Chase extra effects by 2. Meanwhile, reduces cooldown of Bloodlust Chase by 1 turn for every 2 layers of bleed successfully inflicted when casting Bloodlust Chase. So if we go back to her ultimate, she will deal 3 stages of attack damage, and then if enemy has, if there are no less than 4, so once you get exclusive level 3, it will mean if there are no less than 2 layers of bleed. So you most likely want to pair her with Ben Austin, so he uses his ultimate, then she applies 2 layers of bleed, and then she gonna use ultimate, and then you will be able to use ultimate every single turn pretty much. Then about her emblems, this is what route I choose. So attack percent, then when self HP is full, damage dealt plus 6%, then damage dealt, damage taken. So pretty much standard one for daughters. And here I choose effect hit. When self has a shield, damage taken minus 6%. When inflicting layer of buff or debuff, to 12% chance to reduce the cooldown of this skill by 1 turn when casting skills. And for targets with lower speed than self, effect hit plus 9%. So yeah, this is how you want to emblem her. When it comes to auras, I have advanced hit aura on her, but early game you can use a range hit aura, and then when you will be able to farm blue ones, you want to use mastery expert aura, which gonna increase her mastery. And then for epic ones, most likely effect hit, or you can still use mastery expert aura. And then eventually, when you will be able to farm legend auras, you want to use advanced hit aura, so plus 12% attack and 12% effect hit. Then when it comes to gear, I use 1 penetration set and accuracy set, but I will most likely use double penetration set when I get decent pieces of it, because my penetration set isn't that good yet. But you want mastery and attack rate and effect hit. So like here, mastery, attack rate, effect hit, mastery. Here you want mastery with some effect hit and attack rate. Then here you always want to use effect hit, and then mastery and attack rate would be nice, but it is what it is. And here like speed with attack rate, effect hit, mastery would be perfect, but this is only what I got. So yeah. So where do I use her? Well, obviously I use her in Guild Boss, and currently I'm farming level 5 still, because I died too quickly on level 6. So yeah, so she deals around 90 million damage on Guild Boss 5, which is pretty much pretty decent with the gear that I got on her. So where can she be used? So in Guild Boss, then she gonna be huge in Elemental City for next rotation, cause she's the only bleed hero I got, and I recently pulled his Zonja, but I haven't built him yet properly, so I'm gonna use Alicia for a while. Then Tower of Mark, I cleared it yesterday thanks to her. I still can't farm floor 30 on auto, but I can farm floor 29. So this is my team, and let's see how does she do in Tower of Mark. So we'll put on auto. So I want to use this to apply bleed, and then so it almost one-shot the wave. So yeah, there is that. But yeah, as I said, she needs exclusive badly. Like without exclusives, she's not really that good. So we'll see how much damage she will be doing once we get to the boss. And I love to pair her with Mamuk, especially when it comes to PvP, because I use her in Guild Arena and Advanced Arena, and as long as she is safe, she can one-shot pretty much everyone. But then again, the only problem is that she needs to stay alive, so that's why I love to pair her with Mamuk. And then even if she dies to AoE hit, let's say, she will transform into Ice Hunter, and then as long as Mamuk has taunt on himself, Ice Hunter is safe and Alicia will revive in 2 turns. So yeah. Alright. So here we're gonna do this. We're gonna reduce the turn meter, speed up. So I'm gonna actually use ultimate here. Then I'm gonna apply more bleeds. Increase turn meter. And then see, I can use ultimate again. So like I can spam her ultimate every turn, which is pretty amazing. So as long as you have Ben Austin, you're good to go. So she gonna die to bleed. So yeah, pretty much you need Ben Austin with her to see her full potential. You're gonna apply bleed, and that should be enough. So we're gonna use ultimate here. And we're gonna apply, apparently we're gonna get resisted. Then we're gonna apply more bleeds. Attack down. And then here I'm gonna use her first active skill. And then I get extra turn, and then I can use her ultimate again. Alright. And then again, same story. Gonna use her first active skill, then extra turn, and then I'm gonna use again the ultimate. So yeah. So you can basically use ultimate every single turn. And yet again my ultimate is ready. So yeah, she's amazing for Green Tower. Like, I didn't even build Hez to clear it, I did it with her. So when I had her exclusive 2 I couldn't clear it, but once I got her to exclusive 3 it was so easy to clear. So yeah, so I use her in Guild Boss, Elemental City, Tower of Mark, and then obviously dungeons. So I'm currently farming around stage 27. I can farm stage 28 and 29, but it's not 100% success. So yeah, I needed to build my Hezonia. So let's go here. Dungeons. Is it a good one? Yes, it is. So yeah, let's have a look. So Santa freezes everyone, and that's it. Wave is gone. So yeah, and then they're gonna die to HP burn. And then when we get to this wave, we're gonna take some damage, but we're gonna be fine. So here she died. And now she's gonna come back, and then she will get extra turn. And yeah, she's gonna stack bleed, Hezonia gonna stack HP burn, and that's how I do my dungeons. So yeah, pretty much that was it. I just wanted to showcase her because I think she's pretty fun hero to play with, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it.